Alright, day 12. Walking out of camp. A little after 8. We were able to have a fire last night, so we grouped up with other campers in the camp group. There were 2 fires going. These guys here sat by themselves. We went up the hill up here. There's Anya right there. We went up the hill up here with this people that we've been with for about a week now, off and on. We've seen them. Pretty nice people. Younger girl and her dad. I've talked about them a little bit before. She's doing the PCT, and Dad wanted to join her for a little bit of it, so it worked out that he drove down to Echo Lake and jumped in, and they did the eastern half of, or the western half of the Rim Trail, and they 6 more miles they get to the next trailhead. They're going to hitch back to Tahoe City, and he's going to go home, and she's going to get back onto the PCT and continue her journey. Pretty nice people, Crescent City, up there by Pelican Bay. Pretty cool. All the people that you meet on the go here. With this little lake right here, although it was life-saving being able to get the water in there is a pain in the ass to filter. There's so much crap in there. You can't get 8 ounces through your filter without having to backwash it. And you fill up your water bottle, you can tell it's not clear, but it doesn't look that bad. But put it through the filter, and the filter starts to get to where you just can't filter no more, and you gotta pull it off, and there comes a little syringe deal to push all the shit out of the other end. And when you first do it, you can see all this green slimy shit that it removes from the water come out of there. The filter works. It's good to have. There was another guy camped here next to us, that or right next to me, that was on a motorcycle. He's guy, I don't know, didn't look very old, early 30s maybe, on a motorcycle, and he lives up in Montana, like I say, and he just loaded up some gear and figured he'd go check out Idaho and Utah and Nevada. And he's on the far end of his trip here, starting to head back towards home. He didn't exactly know where he would end up tonight, but he said he's probably gonna turn back, start heading back towards home. So, pretty nice dude. Micah was his name. Weird choice of facial hair though. He had beard, no mustache, like an Amish guy or something. Kind of funny looking, but I don't know, to each his own, I guess. Nice enough guy. Can't let a thing like facial hair be your judgment of somebody, I suppose. Oh, there he goes. There was a sign here at the campground that said, don't handle the rodents because they have the plague. I'm thinking, what? And the ways you can get it were to be bitten or scratched by one of the animals that has it, to handle one of the animals that has it, or to be bitten by a flea that's been feeding off of an infected animal. So there was a bear warning for that than there was for the bears. But I think they figure the bear canister thing, or the bear soccer thing makes it obvious that you need to put your food in there. And while we didn't see any last night, that Micah, it was just before dark when he pulled. He already had his camp reserved and had his stuff set up. I don't know, he went and did something for the day. Just left his gear here, and it's about dark before he got back, and he said, just, you know, around the corner on the road goes kind of weird, and then up the hill over here, back down into Tahoe City. But he said just around the bend there was a sow on the road with two cubs, he says, and he was right on top of them before he even seen them. As soon as he rounded the corner, the mama just stood her ground looking at him, and the two cubs scurried up a tree. He said he was glad he had a little speed going, because she didn't budge. She was ready to kick his ass. Let's see where the trail goes here. Well, it was nice having a campground to stay at. We were able to have a fire finally. We stayed at Marlet Lake Campground the first night. They had caution tape over all the fire rings. They're a little overcautious of that shit for 4th of July, and then it just carries on for a couple weeks. But I suppose if they don't do it, there will be idiots starting fires, so kind of sucks for the rest of us who aren't stupid, but there are enough stupid people that it's probably smarter to do it that way, I guess. My last memory card here. I'm just starting to fill this one today. I'm starting fresh with 32 gigabytes. I already have 264s full. Well, I don't think the first one's quite full, but the second one's full. I got 4 minutes left of video space on that one, so that one's pretty full. So I'm going to this 32 gigs is enough to get some pretty good video, so I'll probably film quite a bit. We got 27 miles to go, so I'm in no hurry. I don't have a ride for a couple days, so I'm gonna take my time and enjoy this last little bit here, because some of the last couple of days it seemed like we really blasted through. I mean, I had yesterday was 13 and a half, but it took me 16.9 to hit that 13 and a half because I made a stupid mistake and turned myself around and walked 2 miles back to town by accident. Stupid. But day before that I had 13 miles that I almost ran because I was freaking hungry and wanted to get into town. And the day before that was 18 miles again because we were trying to get into town. 30 miles away. We covered in 2 days, which is, I suppose, not that much, but for an old fucker like me, 18 miles in 1 day is a fucking lot. More than I'm going to do today. I'm going to do 14 today, but only because that puts us into the Mount Rose Wilderness where we're allowed to have a fire again. And we don't have to be in a campground and on a fire ring and all that. Just be safe and have a fire. So we will enjoy that. Double check, make sure I'm on the trail. I am. Okay. Well, I got about 3/4 of a mile here before I hit a creek. And while I do have about 1.5 liters of filtered water and another quart container that's full of water that I didn't filter just in case this creek is dry. If there's any water in this creek, I'm gonna dump what I got and start over, because that water in that lake is, not only was it nasty, it's already warm as shit.